assembly members, respectively, but also for um, my gubernatorial candidate, who is Javier Becerra. I already voted, and I voted for him. I've mailed my mail-in ballot, and for my vice governor, or lieutenant governor, I also voted for Oliver Ma, who is someone I know from the trenches, working hard as a civil rights attorney with ACLU, and therefore knows a lot about the detention center irregularities and illegalities, and as a civil rights lawyer knows how to protect our constitutional rights. So um, I am into making sure that we vote for the right people at this time. And I think as mothers, we have to be careful as to who we also choose, because mothers are very influential to their families and to the community. Whatever they say, people respect. And so I just wanted to share that with you, that I'm actually um, very concerned about our primaries on June 2nd, and also our coming elections in November. So I really would like to stress that mothers are very much engaged with their community and are very much engaged in the democratic process of this country. So we need to take it seriously, because we can influence our whole families and even our communities. So now, at this time when really fascism, this autocracy, this authoritarian way of leadership is is already in our midst. It's actually happening to us. We have to really take it seriously and do all that we can to empower each other and empower our communities to be able to raise their voices. Because if you don't, it's like saying it's okay. Everything is okay. So I am very much encouraged by the people power that has been demonstrated in many ways through our May Day rallies this past Saturday. I wonder how many of you, I'm sure that a lot of you were in May Day rallies, and also our No King rallies. There's so many people that are coming out with amazing signs that tell you exactly what they feel and what they think, and how they are actually opposing and exercising their right to dissent in this democracy. So I think dissent is very patriotic, and that's what we are called upon to do now. So I wish you all um, all the power that mothers have, and use it wisely. Um, I think that we really have to understand that we do have the power, and that we can exercise it and do good with it. So, as someone who is part of you and who has actually participated in people power in our past history, which includes, the people power that of of the EDSA revolution in 1986 in the Philippines, that proves to us that we can really assert our power and change our future for the better. And also being part of the farm worker movement of the 60s and 70s that actually succeeded in creating a union for the farm workers of Filipino and Mexicano and Yemeni descent uh, um, during the 60s and the 70s. So these are victories and successes in our history that has proven to us that we do have people power. So I think that we merely need to exercise it because it already has been proven to be true and for us to be able to do something. So I hope that this encourages us all and be hopeful for the future and be confident in our power. People power to you all. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna distribute the certificate that you sent to us. Can I call them one by one and have a picture when you are still there on screen, on our screen? Yeah. Please come forward. This is alphabetical, okay? Mayat Macalso, Hero Cano, Felipe Del Rosario, please can you recognize and then you take picture with her. Go to the other side. Someone's Del Rosario, Mistura. Get your certificates here and dispose hold it. These are from, would you believe I sent my request less than a week and she's really empowered woman. Sent this to us. Arturo Flores, go, Loloy, go. Everybody, please come forward so we can get a picture and move forward with our program. Ito, Maria pa. Teresita Nones, Felipe Del Rosario, Remedios Pascual, Lindy Pascual, Gloria Resurrection, Pakiko, Pakiko, Felipe, Jess Rosario, Nena Ruiz, please, mag-phone na kayo dyan para makapicture makalis na lang. Okay, and makaprogram na tayo. Eusebio, pakidisplay. Elizabeth, sino to? Perla. Lilia. Last but Lilia. Lily of the Valley. Okay. Salamat sa inyong lahat sa pagsuporta sa programa. Dahil sa inyo, nagkakaprograma tayo. Kayo na lang lagi nagagasgasan sa bulsa. So, nandiyan ang mga suporta natin. Salamat. Tapos lahat na lang mag-take ng picture. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations.
Kaya no one will hold it for her. Sorry. Okay. Okay. We're good? We're good to go? Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs. Cynthia Bonta. And you have our support here. Oh, so you just heard.
Congratulations to all, and may I be excused now?
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, all.
So thank you very much, Miss Cynthia Bonta, and thank you for joining us today from Alameda County. Please, you are a 2025 awardee and a proud mother whose son, the Honorable Attorney General of California, continues to achieve remarkable milestone in public service and leadership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma'am Bonta, the famous mother of the Attorney General, Mr. Rob, Attorney
Come
Rob.
on. This is for Mother's Day. You're the heroines of today and every day, actually. So bye-bye. Have a
Bye,
good
mga boss.
day.
Thank you so much. Okay. May isang taong nakakalimutan natin pasalamatan. Marami pong salamat na marami na galing sa magandang puso ni Miss Perla Bermudez de los Santos. Kapag natin mo siya, napag-nila niya. At sa meron mo pang babanggitin ho na napakasipag. Okay. Ito si Pedistura at saka si they're waiting on for it. Okay. Okay, thank you. Our next speaker is an accomplished and inspiring woman who continues to uplift and empower others through leadership and service. Please help me welcome IMMA 2024 awardee and guest of honor, Miss Raquel Mejia, for her words of congratulations. Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At first of all, I would like to thank the best mother of all, si Tita Perla po. Without her, we don't have this movement, we don't have this organization. I known her with 3 years ago. I was just surprised when I got a letter from her. I invited one of the awardees. And I said, for what? Ano yun? Sabi ko gano'n. So I even asked my son, I said, what's going on? Why did you nominate me? I said to him. So, but he said, Mom, you deserve it. I said, no, it's all for the mother. Everyone deserves it. As a mother, it's the same as everyone. Our concern is for our children. Okay? So whatever, even we are married, divorced, single mothers, separated, or anything else, the mothers is always the hero. That's how I felt. Okay? So wag po kayo mahiya. Ako po ay divorced din. Okay? But I raised 4 children. Hindi sa pagyayabang po, all of them are more successful. They're all successful right now. They have their own families and they have their own life. And with Kenneth, who is now the LA City Controller and running for re-election again, he surprised me for this kind of achievements that he wanted to do also. I'm not campaigning, but it's up to you guys. You saw how he works. Okay? He's running for re-election again. Kaya lang sabi ko gano'n sa kanya, it's hard to be in the politics and I'm not a public speaker. Okay? I'm not a public speaker. I'm a caregiver also like everyone in here. I'm a nurse in my profession and I love my job. So I'm a caregiver for other people. Okay? I love my job to serve, to take care of patients. Even if they yell at me, even they shout, they curse me, I still love it and I just say, thank you, Lord. Because you have given me this heart. Okay? Yeah, so I would like to congratulate everyone, all those IMMA awards under the Tender Loving Care, which I really happy to hear that from Tita Perla with her new program today, because they deserve it. I have a lot of friends that are caregivers. Some of them, hindi sa they just came here to do a caregiving, and I really salute them. Okay? They are very patients and take care of everything that they can. Even their patients are something, because not all they are taking care are nice. Especially those with dementia, it's really hard to take care of them. So I salute all the caregivers. And also the children and us here as a mother who took care of our parents too. And one of them also, I took care of my parents. Okay, my parents immigrated here first and then I came here. When they got older, I let them stay with me. I took care of them. And then now I'm taking care of grandchildren now too. I have 7 grandchildren. So never ending call. Tapos sabi pa nila, maybe great-grandchildren, just pray that I'm still, strong and able to take care of their kids too. That's why I'm telling my my grandson, my oldest grandson was telling me, are you ready for a great grandmother? I said, are you kidding me? I said, better get a nice job first, I said. So I would like to congratulate everyone. I'm not fair, okay? But as I saw my name in the program, I said, oh wow, what is this? I don't I don't know what to say, so I would like to congrats everyone, and thank you so much for. Thank you.
You, to Kenneth. Tell him thank you. We acknowledge the receipt of 12 t-shirts. For those who attended last time, he promised he'll send them over during our Mother's Day event. So you are SVP, you attended, you were in the list, you get your t-shirt here, okay? That's the okay. So we are getting the attention of people if we show that we are caring also and we can do something as a team. Thank you. Gas-gas na yung bulsa nyo, pero nandyan pa kayo.
Thank you so much. The famous mother of controller and a controller, Kenneth Mejia. Oh, thank you so much for your beautiful message of encouragement and inspiration. Thank you so much. Behind every successful child is often a mother who sacrifices guidance and unconditional love helped make that success possible. Please welcome Dr. Chris Liban, son of IMMA International Milestone Mother Achievement Award 2025 awardee, Veneracion Liban, who will deliver a heartfelt honoring his mother.
Please help me welcome awardee Veneranda Liban, who will deliver a heartfelt tribute. Her son, Chris Liban, will deliver a heartfelt tribute honoring his mother.
Mom's feedback. Yeah, thank you so much for having me here today. It's really heartwarming to see all the moms and everybody. My name is Chris Liban. I'm the Chief Sustainability Officer for LA Metro. Also serve in the city of Los Angeles as Commissioner for the LA Department of Transportation. Perla, I don't know what to say in terms of a tribute. I just saw my name on the program, but here's what I'm going to say. Yeah. Ganito po. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say. On behalf of all the mothers, my mom is. I'm really privileged. In my age, in my friend's age, and many of you as well. In the last maybe 5 to 7 years, I've heard people talk about their moms and talk about their moms, and their moms are in a casket. And I'm privileged here today to actually talk about my mom. And she's here, and she's well and very much alive. And I just want to do this tribute to her that she has been a symbol of resilience. She has been there for all of us, and I just wanted to do this in 3 parts. My dad, he had worked as an overseas Filipino worker. Many of you probably have some experience along those lines. Many of you know overseas Filipino workers. My dad was sometimes gone, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, but my mom has always been there. She's always been there for us. She's always been the decision maker. She's always been the person who would discipline my brothers and I. She's always been there to pay the bills. She's always been there to actually inspire us, inspire me, inspire everybody. And I think that's where I kind of took, this vision of hard work, not only for her, for myself and my family, but also, for the things that I do. And then when we moved to the United States, when I was a teenager, my mom essentially gave up her career. She gave up her career from the Philippines. She had a really cush office job there. And she took care of my youngest brother. He was around 5 or 6 years old. And throughout that time, my brother had always been with them. While I moved to California and had now had my own family, my mom had been in the spirit of resilience, always there for him as well. And now the third part of this journey, about a year and a half ago, my dad was fell. He fell and
Correct.
he bedbound. And my mom had been taking care of him. Both of us are taking care of my dad pretty much on a daily basis. Why am I saying that in honor of my mom? Why am I saying that in honor of all the mothers here in the room? Uh, no matter what the children do, no matter what the children achieve, I think the most unsung hero in all of that journey, in all of that story, are the sacrifices of somebody who was actually pushing that person forward. And I'm a product of that inspiration. I'm a product of that resiliency. And I can't really say much more than thank you. And I go back to what I was saying earlier that it's such a privilege to say all of this in my mom's prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Liban, for your touching video and inspirational reflection.
We now continue with a special presentation by sons and daughters introducing their beloved mothers as International Mother Milestone Achievers Award and sharing inspirational messages of gratitude and love.
Presenting Marcelina Taganas is his daughter, Miss Selena Taganas Duffy, a respected community leader and dedicated advocate. Selena Taganas Duffy has long been committed to empowering and uplifting the Filipino American community through service, leadership, and civic engagement. Her passion Her passion, cultural pride, community collaboration, and supporting families has made a meaningful impact on many lives. Today, we are honored by her presence and grateful for her continued contributions to the community. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Selena Taganas Duffy.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna try not to cry. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you to Mrs. Perla Santos and the Mothers Movement for honoring my mother today. I'm gonna share a little bit about her. She's from a family of 10. She has 9 other brothers and sisters. She's the eldest daughter. My grandfather, her father, was a Philippine scout and then also a Bataan Death March survivor. He, after the war, came to the U.S. He joined the U.S. Army and they were stationed in Kentucky. And so that's where my mom grew up. And after he retired, he didn't have he couldn't find any work in Kentucky as a Filipino man. So his one of his friends said, "Why don't you come to California? There's a lot of work here in California." So that's what he did. He packed up the station wagon with 9 kids. They all fit in the station wagon, and my grandma and grandpa. And they said they drove on Good Friday from Kentucky, did a cross-country trip all the way to California and ended up in Castroville. And then the work that they found was farm working. So the whole family, in order to support, everyone and live here, they worked on the farm. So they picked vegetables and fruits and everything. But the main thing that our family did was bunch onions. So the green onions, they get a couple cents for onions. So all the kids had to go and bunch onions even before school. So my mom always told me the story that, you know, she had a bunch of onions, wake up early with everyone, and then go to school. And sometimes, you know, she'd have to, she'd smell like onions throughout the day. And sometimes that's embarrassing for kids. And then afterward, have to come home and take care of her brothers and sisters. And in between that time, like fit in some schoolwork. So, so that's my mom. She's been hardworking ever since. And then my uncle, who's he joined the Vietnam War, and so he actually passed away. He was a Green Beret, and so that is from that. I guess they got compensation to then get a house, and that's where they moved to Salinas, California. That's where I was born and raised. So, but then they still had to bunch onions and all of that kind of stuff. So after my mom finished high school, she actually had me. So she was a teenage mother. So it went from caregiving to, you know, her family to then raising two children. So, you know, I'm just so very grateful for everything that she's done. She's always given me like unconditional love and you know, has supported everything that I've done, even when, you know, I've had art shows and things like that and nobody would buy my work. My mom would purchase it just to give me faith to keep going on and everything. But I guess that's what moms do, right? Like they just support you. So, and also I just want to say like about giving. She's the most giving and loving person that I know. And I guess that's where I get some of my giving from and giving to the community and everything is because without wanting or expecting anything in return, because that's just my mom. She, as a caregiver too, my dad died early too, but she was caregiver for my mom, I mean my dad, all her, you know, my her parents and my dad's parents. And lastly, I just want to say one other thing. It's a miracle that my mom is here today. And I'm so very grateful and blessed because, you know, the last 2 years have been very trying. Maybe about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, like a dog got in her yard while she was gardening and like put her in the hospital emergency. It was like we didn't know if she was going to make it or not. I think the bite was just like an inch away from a main artery. So we, you know, she rehabbed and what was okay. And so, you know, we're very blessed. And then also just earlier this year, she had a couple strokes in January. So I was up in Salinas for a while and, you know, the family is very nervous too. We didn't know what was going to happen, but you know, she went through all the therapy and rehab and all of that stuff. So I'm so grateful and honored to, you know, that she's here today. And yeah, I'd like to introduce you to my mom, Marcelina Taganas.
You're on.
Thank you very much, Miss
Buddy.
Selena. Miss Selena.
Hello.
Coffee. Oh,
Hello, this is Marcelina.
yeah. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm very happy to witness my daughter talking very well of me after so many years of growing up. And she's a wonderful girl. She's always been. I just can't say how loving she is with me and my family, and it's just amazing what she was able to do as she was growing up. She became very well known, as you know, and she's done so many things that, you know, people really do appreciate what she does, and I appreciate that too. It's, you know, just something that all mothers just dream about as they grow older, that they care about others, that they take care of others, and they see that there's love within among all the families. And, you know, it's just wonderful, wonderful. And I appreciate what she's been doing for you for herself and for her family. Thank you.
Thank you
That's
so
all
much,
I could say. I could talk about it more, but I think you got enough to say. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, ma'am, for that very inspiring message that you shared with us today. We also thank your daughter for sharing such a beautiful tribute to you, ma'am. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Our next honoree is Josie M. Harrison, to be presented by her son Joseph Glenn Herbert, known internationally as Jokoy, or by their representative.
Hello,
Josie?
good afternoon, everyone. I am honorary consul Amy Belmonte, and I am representing Joe Coy this afternoon, who could not be with us, in introducing Josie. Joe Coy is very, very much in demand, as you folks well know, so he really needs advance notice to be able to do this. But it is indeed my pleasure to introduce to you Mrs. Josie Harrison, who I have known for many, many years, even before Jokoy became the famous comedian as he is. I have known Josie. Even before I became the honorary consul here in Las Vegas, I have known Josie. And Josie Harrison, by the way, is a philanthropist. She is very supportive of the what is the
Yeah, yeah,
the charity, Payatas, I'm sorry, I forget the name, the Payatas community there. She donates a lot of school supplies to the children there. She was also a Lions governor. She is a member of many, many organizations here, and she was also a radio personality. She has Oras ng Ligaya show before, and she is a strong advocate for mental health, of course, advocating for the natural mental health. She has 3 children, and she also has 1 adopted kids. And Josie actually was a single mother while raising up Jokoy. But as you guys well know, Jokoy is very successful. Of course, Josie was not encouraging him to be a comedian at the very beginning of his career, but thank God he pursued his heart, and today he's very famous. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mrs. Josie Harrison.
Thank you for all those good words. I'm happy to hear about it. Happy to hear about myself. Thank you so much, Amy. And we are very, very proud of you and your husband, Leo. I thought Leo is the second governor of but I think you have our respect and our love. This is Josie Harrison, and thank you so much to everyone who has forwarded a note or has said something about Jokoy. Jokoy is my son, and I always advise my son to Filipinos are good people, good people in a way that once they love you and they admire you to death. That's the truth. So I'm very thankful for being Josie Harrison, and I really enjoyed helping others and being a part of the Filipino organization. I am proud of the Filipinos, and I will do anything for the sake of Filipinos. And one thing that we would like you to know, Amy, is that we are very proud of you, proud of people, proud of Filipinos that are here in Nevada. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support and the admiration that I receive from all the Filipinos. Thank you very much. I was a
Can you see your certificate, ma'am? Can I read it for you, to you?
Yes.
This is your certificate as from the International Mother Milestone Achiever, or IMMA. In our vernacular, this is Mother 2026.
Please do so.
Honoring, okay ba song? Hindi. Remarkable mothers whose love, perseverance, and guidance have shaped high-achieving children into leaders and change makers, thereby inspiring other mothers and strengthening communities. This is presented to Mrs. Josie M. Harrison in recognition of her outstanding model of motherhood, which continues to inspire others and contributes significantly to making the world a better place through the remarkable accomplishment of her achiever son, Joe Coy. And he has to acknowledge this with gratitude and give this certificate to you. We will send it over to the Philippine Consulate in Los Angeles. I was able to search her through the Philippine Consulate. They forwarded our letter,
Thank you.
Philippine Consulate Honorary in Las Vegas, and so she is now with us today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Consul Amy, and thank you, Sir Leo Del Monte, for graciously hosting Ma'am Josie Harrison. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Santos, and thank you for the organization, IMMA. God bless you all and happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Josie Harrison, the mother of the famous Jokoy.
Thank you.
And Herbert. Kilala natin si Jokoy, di ba? Pag nagpapatawa yun talaga, tungkol sa tabo, sa ano. So we thank you. And we also thank Miss Amy Padua Belmonte, Philippine Honorary Consul in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you.
We're here at posthumous tribute recognition. Some mothers left behind the legacy so powerful that their love and influence continue long after they are gone.
So for the posthumous tribute recognition, we now present a posthumous tribute recognition honoring Susan Diaz Ojeda.
Receiving the recognition is her daughter, Carol Ojeda Kimbrough, who will also share a brief inspirational reflection on her mother's life journey. Miss Carol Ojeda.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to just say that my siblings are here. My brother Pedro, my sister Asuncion, two juniors, my youngest sister Beatrice, and my son Andre. My mother's life story is kind of different from most of those who came here after 1965. She wasn't a professional. She wasn't a doctor or a nurse. She was in fact a clerk. And we start from the beginning. She was born in 1925 in Manila and was the youngest of 5 children. Her mother was a lavandera, or a laundry woman. And she grew up with her mother in Santa Ana in Manila. She went to school at Malate Catholic School under the sponsorship of a woman that my grandmother worked for. And when World War II broke out in 1942, she was a senior in high school. And the school told them, if you pass the test, you can graduate. If you don't, come back after the war. She passed the test. So after that, she and her family had to evacuate to Cavite. They walked from Santa Ana, Manila to Cavite. And when the war was over, they walked back. And since she already graduated high school and they were, poor, she needed to find a job. So she went to the US Army and found out they were hiring clerks and typists. So she applied and they told her, but can you type? She said, of course. and then she went home. They told her, oh, you can start next week. She ran home and went to the store where the owner had a typewriter. Can I use your typewriter? I need to learn by next week. So she did, and she was hired, and she worked for the US government until 1973, from 1945 to 73. And as a reward, the ambassador gave her and her co-workers, who also worked around the same time, visas, special visas to come to the US. That's how we ended up here. We're not children of a doctor. We came from a very humble background. But all of her children um, uh, were able to go to school and work, find jobs, and everything that the mother would be proud of. So the legacy that I wanted to say is my mother had determination and perseverance. She didn't know how to type, like I said, but determined to find a job she learned on her own. Living in the US with her 6 children and my son, Andre, she worked 2 jobs. She'd leave the house at 7 and won't come back until 11. She had a full-time and a part-time job so that she could, oh, and she also sold Avon to her co-workers. Around that time, all Filipinos that I know sold Avon or Tupperware. So she did. And that really helped my mother save money so we could buy a house in East Hollywood, not far from here. She always found a way to make things work, even in the most difficult of times. You started crying, now get away. My mom's not here anymore, and I really wish she were still here, but the other legacy she left is her generosity. My mom was born and grew up in poverty, a hard life that would have made others turn towards uplifting themselves. But not my mom. Even before we left the Philippines, she was constantly helping her siblings and their families. When we moved to the US, she continued to send on a monthly basis a balikbayan box or money to her siblings. She was generous to a fault, sending donations to every religious group every time there's a fundraiser. And finally, her love of family. She was born from a generation and from a family that did not know how to express love verbally. She wasn't one of those who would say, I love you. We never heard that, but she showed it in her own way. Through her cooking, her prayers, providing for our needs, and taking care of us, and teaching us how to take care of ourselves. One thing that she loved as much as her family, but not quite as much as her family, but she did enjoy and love going to Las Vegas or other casinos in California. Even during COVID, even after I said, don't go out because COVID, you could die, this and that, the other, she found a way to persuade. I'm looking at them, to persuade my siblings to drive her to Morongo. And I'm surprised she didn't catch, she practiced safe gambling, I suppose. My mother passed away in 2022, September 2022. She was 97. She was aiming to make it to 100. And every time she would see me, she'd say, how old am I? And I'd say, you're 97. The last time I saw her, 97. Uy, 3 more years. And unfortunately, she didn't make it. I miss her every day. I miss her. Thank you, Mom, for everything you've done in your life, for us, for your mother and siblings, and for the community. Thank you, International Mother Movement, for honoring my mother's legacy through this posthumous IMMA award. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Kiro, for sharing your mother's inspiring legacy.
I think we forgot something. Would you like to say something about Carol?
Carol, actually, Carol,
Yeah, we have to introduce her.
worked as a field deputy and community organizer for Jackie Goldberg, helping residents and community organizations address local concerns and build collaborative solutions. She also played an instrumental role in helping search to involve Filipino Americans or SIPA acquire its permanent home in historic Filipino town.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah. From 2004 to 2015, Professor Carol Ojeda Kimbrough taught at several colleges and universities, including California State University, Fullerton, Occidental College, California State University, Los Angeles, and the USC School of Social Work. She also co-chaired the 2008 Los Angeles Gallup Committee, which brought the Smithsonian traveling exhibit Singalot, Filipinos from Colonial Subjects to Citizens to Los Angeles. Her contributions in education and community service earned her the UCLA Filipino American Alumni Association Distinguished Alumnus of the Year Award in 2013. Beyond academia, Professor Ojeda Kimbrough has been deeply involved in civic and community advocacy, serving on county commissions as a planning commissioner for the city of San Gabriel and on the boards of several nonprofit organizations, including SIPA and the Philippine American Library. Currently, Carol is the
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Currently, my grandmother.
Carol Chris is helping us with our advocacy. Can I have the privilege to read before I hand to you? Because this is something different from the first one. Mas malakas ka. IMMA. Honoring remarkable mothers whose love, perseverance, and guidance have shaped high-achieving children into leaders and change makers, thereby inspiring other mothers and strengthening communities. This is presented posthumously to Yoma Asuncion Diaz Ojeda. In recognition of her outstanding example of motherhood, we honor a life rooted sa pagmamahal, sakripisyo, as you mentioned, and unwavering devotion. Her legacy lives on not only on the values she has lovingly instilled, but in the lives she continues to touch and inspire. Through her daughter's remarkable accomplishments, we see the reflection of a mother's quiet strength, guidance, and boundless care. Proof that a mother's love shapes a better world for generations to come. Isang pagpupugay sa isang ina na ang kabutihan at malasakit ay patuloy na nagbibigay liwanag at inspirasyon sa marami. This is signed by Carl Ojeda Kimbrough. This will be acknowledged and signed with gratitude. Given on the occasion of the Start Filipino Town Community Mother's Day Tribute in LA, California, May the 9th by Cresgo, Perla Santos, Tesnones, and our team attested by our global mother chairperson based in Spain. An honorary global chairperson, Diane Christine Miranda Pastrana.
We're honored to have you today. Thank you so much for sharing your life story.
We are so inspired and sana maging katulad mo kami. Thank you.
So, for our closing remarks, as we conclude today's celebration, we are reminded that mothers truly are among life's greatest blessings. Agree? Yeah. Okay. So, Beth, to deliver the
closing remarks. Please welcome Ms. Edith Fuentes, collaborator of the Family Caregiver Visa Initiative, chairperson of the City of Glendale Planning Commission, and president of the Phil American Business Association of Glendale and Greater Los Angeles.
Hi, good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And my apology na hindi ako nakarating dyan. May event din kasi ang family. Papaluin na raw ako ng ate ko pag hindi pa ako umaten. Anyway, as we close today, let us carry the warmth of this celebration with us. To the mothers honored here, thank you for putting us first, your children, even when it was hardest. Thank you for your energy, your heart, and your endless sacrifices. You are the backbone, the prayer warrior, and the safe place we all need. You are loved and appreciated more than words can say. You represent the fortitude, elegance, and tenacity that change generations. You don't just hold your kids up high when you are low. You lift everyone around you. As you live here today, remember that you are seen, you are valued, and you are essential. We may not say it as often as we would love to, but you are very much loved and appreciated. Thank you for teaching us how to be the best we can be, and please continue to shine. Thank you, Perla, to your group, IMMA, IMMA, and TLC. My mother was also a posthumous honoree in 2024, and we will never forget that. Happy Mother's Day to everyone playing the role of a mother. Kahit na mother kayo sa pet nyo, if you have a cat or a dog or anything else, mabuhay po tayong lahat and God bless. We love you all. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Edith Cuevas.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in celebrating these remarkable mothers and their inspiring legacies.
So, we now invite everyone to stay for, we still have refreshments, photo op, then fellowship, and karaoke. And then we have the raffle.
Okay, here, first.
Congratulations once again to all our honorees. And may everyone have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, sige.
Okay, first bonus.
Ticket. The last three numbers. 364. 364. 364.
Yeah, good. Okay. The second bonus.
Second. Yeah.
They will get
Ito, this one is number one is phones. Electric fan. Na maliit, ano? Mini electric fan.
please come and get your prize.
Second ticket is 377. 377.
You will receive 377.
Each.
Yeah. Lender. Lender. The next is 364. You will receive. Wala. Walang 377. Okay. The next is 364. 364. Please come in front. Oh, tapos na pala. Okay. The next